Mr. Thomas, would you let us know the live stream is back on? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not know Mr. Scogel. Mr. Scogel is also from Mr. Miller's firm, and he's serving as our solicitor tonight. During the recess, I've asked if Mr. Scogel would make sure that he goes through and explains the rules clearly in terms of expectations for public comment. Obviously, expectations in terms of behavior from both anyone in the room, right, regardless of where they're sitting and what role they have, is that during public comment, right, people are to be able to give their public comment without interruption, without screaming over, without, right, regardless of. That's one of the things that the Pennridge community has shown itself to be strong with. Over many meetings where there have been differing opinions, public comment has been able to be presented for the most part without people interrupting and yelling over and getting into those types of things. I'm going to ask Mr. Scogel to explain the rules clearly. My hope, right, and I think it's the hope of everyone in the room, is that we will then choose to self-regulate and follow those rules in terms of what your intentions are in terms of public comment and the content as he explains those types of things. We obviously have contingencies in plan if people are not following the rules, and so we'll give you warnings, right? We'll do all the good teacher stuff in terms of asking to make sure that you do self-modulate from that standpoint. We do not want to take another recess and delay the meeting any further, but we cannot get through a meeting where no one can be heard because people are speaking over top of each other and not being given the opportunity. So I'm going to ask Mr. Scogel if he would explain those, and then we'll move forward with the first section of public comment.
Thank you, Dr. Bolton. As Dr. Bolton said, my name is Kevin Scogel. I'm with Eckert Siemens Law Firm. We're here tonight for a public meeting. It's an important public meeting. There's a lot of folks here, and we're pleased about that. As part of this public meeting, the board is offering two pieces of public comment. One at the beginning of the meeting that we're dealing with now, and one at the end of the meeting. The first public comment period will be a time to comment on agenda items. Those are items on which the board will be voting this evening. If you have a comment and you're signed up for public comment and you wish to address an issue that is not before the board for voting this evening, we ask that you hold your comment until the second period. What we will be doing is based on the public comment sign-in sheet. We will be discussing with each person who has signed up whether they will be commenting on one of the issues on which the board will be voting this evening. If the person is not commenting on a agenda item on which the board is voting, that person can hold their public comment and the board will welcome that comment during the second period. We've had a number of instances so far of members of the audience shouting at the board, speaking loudly at the board and not listening to my direction to maintain a sense of decorum at the meeting. We ask that everyone here maintains respect, maintains a sense of decorum, so that we can get through this meeting, so that each of the folks that wish to offer a public comment can do so, and so that the board can hear and accept the comments of the public.
Yeah, I don't know.
This works when we work together. And we ask all of you for your respect here this evening to abide by our rules, which I think are pretty fair and pretty standard. So with that said, we are going to address the items on the public comment sheet by topic. And the first topic that we will address is the budget. And I call Emily Smith to the lectern.
I'm sorry, can I just?
No, you may not. Emily Smith, please.
Hey, just to comment a little, I want to apologize again for wasting a half hour of your time. There was no safety issues. There was no reason to stop that. It shows a lack of respect for the community, and I'm allowed to talk.
Thank you very much. If we could have Emily Smith to the lectern, please. Miss Smith,
Excuse me, are you cutting me off? Are you cutting me off? Yeah, how can you do that? Are you out of order?
Ron, you're out of order. You want a spectacle.
I am allowed to talk during the public comment period.
Are you the public? No, you're not. You're out of order.
Oh, really?
You want to comment during old business or new business. You're out of order. Let the public speak.
I'm allowed to comment during public.
No, you're not.
We
You're out
have
of order.
always
You
allowed
obviously
that.
don't understand Robert's Rules of Order at all.
No, many times people have spoken to answer the public, and they're allowed to do that.
Board members, if we could move forward with the public comment period. Emily Smith, please approach the lectern.
I'm sorry,
Emily Smith, please.
I'm just curious
So
why-
I do want to
Emily-
apologize for wasting our time, because
It's-
it shows a lack of respect for the community, which we're doing again right now.
Emily Smith, please.
Yeah, my apologies
And
that
you-
this
ma-
was, my apologies.
You
for
will have an
misspeaking
opportunity to
before.
provide a public comment. I'm asking you now to step away from the lectern so Emily Smith can approach. If you can't follow our directions, we'll have to ask security to have you removed.
I would just like to
That
say,
is
as I
unbelievable.
walk out, that it's interesting that my comment was the one that was taken down, where someone before me
Emily
spoke about
Emily Smith, please.
Vermillion.
Thank you.
Talking about teacher appreciation, none of which got cut off.
Emily,